Buddy Holly's songs are full of great rock and roll guitar, and Rave On is a terrific example. For Rave On, you need a capo behind the 3rd fret so that you're in the right key. What you don't need is chords in the traditional sense. G, D, C, all that kind of stuff. What you do need, at a minimum, is power chords. So let's start with the 3 power chords that are the foundation of the rhythm guitar part for this tune. The E power chord. We're going to do the nice easy 2-string version of these power chords. The A power chord and the B power chord. Okay, make sure you got those under your belt. Make sure you're comfortable with those. Okay, now what's really going on goes beyond just the power chords. What's really going on is a power chord with an additional note being added. I'm going to illustrate this with the E power chord. Okay, see that ring finger? Could you use your pinky? You could, but work and practice so that you can get that with your ring finger, because in the future you'll be able to do fancier things with your pinky if your pinky is available. But if you have to use your pinky for that 4th fret right there, go for it. Okay, you want to practice that. You want to practice the A power chord version. Now the B power chord version, that's tricky. Ideally your pinky is joining in. That's what is that? That's the 6th fret relative to the capo. That's the 6th fret on the 4th string. In reality, it's the 9th fret right there. Now, there's more than a few of you who right now are saying, I cannot do that. I'm going to give you a workaround in a minute, but that's the goal, okay? Now, if there's one big piece of advice I can give you to get to the point where you can do this, it's where you have your thumb. I'm going to tip my guitar over like this. See where my thumb is there? My thumb is pointing straight up towards the ceiling, and my thumb is pretty much parallel to where my ring finger is. It's maybe equidistant between my index and ring finger. And my thumb is right about here, pointing straight up towards the ceiling. Okay? Now, if you can't get that pinky finger to do that today, you need some more practice, that's okay. You could play the B power chord the whole time. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you could just stay right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No shame there. Now, another little trick. Instead of the B power chord, a 1-finger B major chord. I'm doing it, the bar here. I'm at the 4th fret relative to the capo. Really, it's the 7th fret. I'm putting all my pressure on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings. My 1st string is kind of deadened out, and I'm doing this. So I'm achieving what I want to achieve. I'm hearing that motion. I call that motion. You know, when the extra note gets added. And it's not that hard to get to that B chord. Technically, that is a B major chord right there. And it's not that hard to scooch up and get there. So that's just another option, okay? At a minimum, the B power chord is the way you want to go. Now, what else do you need for this song? We also need a little walk-up. Check this out. Up. We'll talk about that more as it comes into the song. Okay, we definitely need that for our song, and I think that's going to do it. Okay, ready to jump in? Let's tackle the verse. Each time you see a chord name on the screen, that represents 8 downstrokes like this. I'll illustrate this with the E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8 downstrokes, little palm muting with the edge of your hand there. And on the 3rd and 7th, that's when the ring finger joins in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so here comes the first verse, nice and slowly. 2, 3, 4. Little things you say and do make me want to be with you. Rave on, crazy feeling. Now we're about to get to the B section. I'm just going to do a regular B power chord. I'm going to keep it nice and simple. You say I love you. Okay? And now this part is easy, but it's a little departure. This is the Rave On. Okay, now check it out. Rave So what was that little ending there? 4 E power chords, 4 A power chords, and then watch this, a single E, and then 7 remaining B's, okay? Rave on. Okay, a little turnaround chord. It sends a message, right, that it's time for something else to happen. The song's not over yet. All right, and that's the first verse. Now, in the next clip, I'm going to show you the second verse. It's almost identical to what we just did, okay? The ending's a little bit different. Here it comes. Okay, second verse. So 1, 2, 3. Watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the ending is the only different part. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that little walk up is going to lead to a 1 finger. I guess you would call that 1 finger A major. I'm mostly playing the 5th and the 4th strings. Okay, we're going to get to that. I'm calling that the chorus. We're going to get to the chorus in a minute. So I just want to show you the second verse is almost identical to the first verse, except it has that nice little walk up, which is really important because that sends the signal to everybody that it's time to get on to the chorus. So definitely important to get that. To get that little walk up in there. Okay, speaking of the chorus, here it comes. I just want to take a minute and say thank you for watching, everybody. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate that. And please check out my website, Songbank, for videos not available on YouTube. So here's the chorus. No big challenges. A little departure from the constant shuffle patterns where you hit some power chords and then return to the shuffle pattern like this. Big deal there. I'm going to break the chorus into 2 halves because each half ends just a little differently than the other, and also during the piano solo that comes up in the song, it's specifically the second half of the chorus that you play during the piano solo to accompany the piano solo. Okay, in the meantime though, here comes the first half of the chorus. 1, 2, here we go. It's a crazy feeling. There's that little walk up. Okay, now here's the second half of the chorus. 2, 3, 4. And there you go. You got that little walk up again because that's going to lead you right into the piano solo, where you're going to repeat what you just did the second half of the chorus. Okay, now that does it for the verse and the chorus. In the next clip, I'm going to show you what happens on the very outro of the tune. Here it comes. So the outro is just kind of more of the same, but I want to make sure I included it here. This is doing the ahs, you know, at the end of the song, and it goes like this. And you repeat it. And you start to repeat it. And it ends on that E power chord. Now you have the whole tune under your fingertips. Thank you, Buddy Holly, and thank you for watching this video. I'll see you for another song tomorrow, everybody. Take care.